Wow. Right, so it is finally time. The day has come. We're going up to Doncaster to go pick up our G90 M5. So today, you're coming with us. It's me and Gino. We're heading north. It's about an hour and a half train ride, but it's about a 4-hour drive back from London. But yeah, we're in King's Cross here in central London. It's about 10-15 minutes from my house. We're gonna travel up. We're going to meet the guys at Stratstone Doncaster, I think it is. So it's a new BMW dealership. We haven't bought anything from them in the past. Get to know them, see what it is, check out the spec that we've opted for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to grab a coffee now. We're going to get on the train, do some work, and yeah, hopefully arrive in Doncaster in a couple of hours. So see you then. Yes, we've finally done it. So we made it up to the north. We are now at Stratstone BMW Doncaster to pick up our G90 M5. So I'm gonna go inside now. We'll go through the spec of the car because that's what we're here for. And then I need to get home back to London and start stripping this car down. So yeah, come with me. We're gonna head in here and we're gonna go find this car. All right, cool. So it's finally collection time and you'll see what we've chosen. So it's a different spec to our normal collections, but Craig at BMW Stratstone has been an absolute legend from day one. It's been a longest transaction we've ever done, but he's been a legend. So if you need anything BMW related, you need a new BMW in the UK, honestly, hands on heart, he's been a great thing. I'll leave the direct number, just call their office, ask for Craig. If you don't get to him straight away, he'll get back to you. He's a busy guy, but yeah, let's get it. So I'm gonna give him a hand. He's got faster hands than me from what I hear, but let's have a look. There you go. So it's a G90 M5 2024 plate in a carbon black. So it has a slight blue tint to it. Yes, pretty much. It's got the 950, I think, or 951 alloy wheels with the diamond cut, which isn't my normal desired taste, but those will be going gloss black in the next like 6 hours. So when the car gets back, we'll be doing that. Gina, come down. It's an M5, so we'll go through more of it maybe on the drive down, but on the interior spec, so we've got actually just non-carbon interior packs. So we're going to change those to carbon and showcase because I see a lot of 5 Series. So I think it has the same interior as the G60 platform as well as the G90s, but we see a lot of G90s, especially in the UK on for sale, that have this interior. And I think it's important if we can showcase you how easy it is to swap it and how valuable, like the value of it, we'll do that. So we've got that stat at HQ, so we're going to do that. Coming on the interior, we've got a Silverstone interior, so it's a Silverstone black leather contrast. Spec wise, I think it's got driving assistant pro, so it can do all the distance. It's got the comfort pack, so which means you get some roller blinds on the back, are manual. Don't know how they work, but there's one on the back that's not so manual. You've got this little bad boy that you can't see anything, but there's a USB-C there. You can connect to the screen. It's got rear climate. It's got heated, cooled seats or something like that. Non-carbon pack, because we've got a full carbon kit sat at the unit. So we want the glass window. I think it has a retractable blind on it, which is quite nice. Come around the front. Let's have a look. And you've seen the plate, I guess, EV, get 50 miles, so that's going to be exciting. We can get to and from work for free. It's got like the normal headlights, the light up grille. I don't really know a great deal, but yeah, it's a pretty cool car. It's a different color, so it's a carbon black. It's got a nice metallically blue tint. It changes. Gina's not. All right, cool. So I'm going to jump on the blog again. Gina's given up with the old Osmo. It's been looking at a ceiling, so apologies about that, but it's behind us. It's carbon blue, carbon black. It's nice. The main thing I guess we want to do is get inside it and see what it feels like. So I'm getting the passenger seat. Wow, spacious boy. Can't complain. I've been living with one for a little while, so kind of used to them a little bit, but let's get the car out and then let's put the Osmo in. Let's get driving back to HQ because we want to get this modified. It's driving me a bit insane how standard it is. So let me get on the road and let's see what we can do to the car. All right, so you now find us in the beautiful G90 M5 and Dylan's been on me all day today to tell you guys what are my first impressions on my way down. So I think it was a 3-hour drive back down from Doncaster to London. We're actually about 25 minutes away from London now, so it's quite nice. We've literally just been working inside the car, so just back-to-back meetings, and that's kind of how I expect an M5 to be. It's meant to be a comfy place, executive, and it's very big, so I'm currently getting squashed by a John Lewis thing, so just get out. So first impression, we paid, let's say £100,000 for this car. That's a lot of money. So my first impressions aren't great. I've never owned an M5, but I've driven 2 recently. I just think the quality of the materials on the inside are very low. They've got like extended leather from factory, but it's not really as nice as extended leather is on like an M3 as an optional extra. I've obviously got like a very base model in terms of the trims. Well, I haven't selected the carbon trims, but yeah, I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit clunky. I'll tell you one thing, we tried to fill it up, it took me about 5 minutes, and some people that were in the meeting, so big shout out to Henry, he found that there's a button here on the cluster, everything's touch, to open the fuel thing, and it has to prepare for fueling. The road noise, wow. So there's so much road noise in these cars. Like, I can hear the road, the bounce, you know, people driving past me. It doesn't have double glazing, so I don't know. I don't think that's an option, but maybe. Compared to like a Range Rover of the similar value. I know this is an M5, it's a sports car, but all I'm saying is if you get an RS6, the interior is superior. We're gonna start stripping this car down. We're gonna take off all the suspension, we're gonna take the wheels off. We've got the carbon kit, it's currently being painted. So if everything goes well, is it actually 3 p.m. now? At the MHC paint shop, they're painting the splitter, and I might drive past on the way and do a little hijack and see what's happening. So we'll try and get that in this video, but the brand new MHC front splitter is going on this car. We have a full carbon kit, we have spacers, we have a load of mods to go on this car. So yeah, maybe we'll go into it in a bit more detail, but I'll let Dylan manage that. Anyways, over and out, I'm getting to work and we'll go from there. So I just got back. Finally, my cameraman has been reunited, so the vlog may end, but it'll still be a POV. But yeah, we've just, we're at the secret MHC wrap bay. So just hold tight there. Paint shop, so we're gonna hold you there and we're gonna get you in the booth. We're live and direct. We're gonna do this in 24 hours. The kit's literally just come out of manufacturing. It's been prepped. Have a look at that, all sanded down, and the guys are going straight into the spray. So we're gonna end it now, and Dylan's gonna get some photos because you wanna see it in that way as well. So see you later. What's happening? So it's finally, the car is in the R44 workshop. So from collection, we've been to the MHC paint shop and now we're here at R44. We're now quickly getting these wheels off before we head home and get some sleep. They're gonna head off to the coating company to change them from that diamond cut finish, which I hate, to something more like that, which actually is exactly the same wheel that we refinished this week, earlier this week. So it's quite cool. So I'm gonna get these off now. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go home, let that happen, and then we're gonna come in, wash the car, get it freshened up, and we're gonna go crazy. So 24 hours of mods is gonna start now. Cool. So the wheels are now black and they're refinished in a full gloss black finish, which looks good. I'm not normally a gloss black fan. It's normally a satin black finish is what I would go for, just because the maintenance of a gloss black wheel is absolutely just shit, pretty much. But anyways, these are gloss black now. Finally, rid of that horrible diamond cut finish. We're gonna get them mounted back on the car. We're gonna drop the car down, take it outside. We're gonna clean it all down because it's so dirty from the drive down from Doncaster. We're then gonna seal it with a bit of Auto Finesse, kind of like wax and stuff. So we're gonna get it nicely ready to kind of, well, help our maintenance and stuff. And then we're gonna bring it back in, put it on the ramp again. We're gonna put some AST suspension on it. We'll put a set of spacers on it. We'll start installing all the carbon kit, and then we're gonna start transforming it. So yeah, let me put these wheels on, let Dylan go out there and start washing the car. We'll bring it back in, and then we're gonna go all ham today and get this car done. Whoa. There we go. ASTs have arrived. I look a little bit smarter because I had some real work to do. But I guess these are the suspensions. So let's have a look. So brand new set. What? was brand new. Nice AST kind of branding on the side there. So that's the front. And then we have the rears here. At the moment, if you want springs for the G90 M5, have a look on our website. We do have some options. But yeah, let me get a tape measure. Let me figure out what the ride height is now. I'll lower it and then compare it. What we're gonna do now is measure from the bottom of the wheel. So 7, 6, 7, 8. We'll do the same for this. So this is 6, 8, 8. I'm gonna get the car on the ramp, drop the wheels off and change the suspension around. So Dylan's gonna leave, I'm gonna get changed and yeah, I'll take the mic on this. Whoa. All right, so I'm working on the driver's side suspension now, so I thought I'd show you guys what I do. So first thing first, I normally put a cable tie around this part of the suspension and over this arm down here, and that just keeps it pretty vertical. All right, I then take the 16 millimeter head bolt and the 21 millimeter nut off that. I obviously take the drop links off, all the cabling nice and loose. I then drop this out, which is an E-socket and I think a 13. Take that out and I use another cable tie, whoop, and I cable tie it up inside there. So now it's got clearance. I've now got the shock off. I obviously take this level sensor off as well. Whoop. So now I'm going to take the 16 mils off the top of the strut. That'll drop it down. I pull it out, put it in the vise and the clamp vise, clamp it, and away we go. Right, so what we've done now is the AST suspension, which is looking good. We then need some wheel spacers. So I've got some BMX wheel spacers, which are now live on the website. They simply just go something like that, which are going to be amazing. So I've gone for a 15 mil on the front and a 15 mil on the rear for the wheel spacers. So we'll get the wheels on now. Then I'm going to do the rear suspension and put the wheel spacers on and then drop the car. And then it is time for a carbon kit. All right, so when you're doing the rear suspension on a G90, what I tend to do is I take the 21 mil bolt out of the bottom of the hub on both sides. So you take that out, be very careful. It's aluminium and like steel, so you've got to be quite careful. Take that out and now we can just focus on the above. So we've done that side and we've done inside here. So that means the shock's now free. I can go focus on the top mount, take those 3 bolts out, drop the shock down and then get the ASTs. Finally, my cameraman is back in action. So I've changed in something a bit more refreshing, had a few meetings and we're back onto the carbon kit on the G90 M5. Springs and spacers are now on. Dylan will get some kind of nicer content to show you guys what they look like because my camera skills are not the best, but they're fitted. Can't wait to put the wheels on and drop the car, but we'll wait and get that done. So now we're installing the MHC pre-preg mirrors. These things are absolutely insane. The quality is unbelievable. Look at the indicators, the fit and the finish is amazing. Yeah, just make sure if you get any carbon parts, I'll show you later. But anyways, 3-year warranty with these, can't complain. So I'm gonna get this installed. It's probably the hardest mirror cover ever to install. We'll do these. We'll do that side, and I think Dylan will do the spoiler next. So we'll get the spoiler on, then we'll do the shark fin, we'll do all the easy stuff, then pull the car up and start playing with the diffuser, side skirts, and then we'll show you the MHC front lip. So back on the vlog, we are installing the performance style splitter on the front of the car. Super simple. I've taken these off first. I'll take this one off as well. Overhang a bit of this, we'll get onto that. Get your fitment absolutely perfect on the side here, like so. Of course, we've already removed the screws. And then simply put the screws in. Super simple, that's now done. Pull your splitter down, pull this out, stick it up. Make sure you're happy with the fitment there. That's pretty much bang on. Exactly how we like it. So now we're going to focus on the side skirt, which I can show you pretty simply over here, Dylan. So side skirt, what you're going to do, you got tape, you're going to peel off about 2 inches from each side, like so. You're going to line it up, position it. It's about 3 or 4 mil down from the below. You probably put some markers with masking tape, make sure it lines up at the back, and then you simply just push it on and stick it. Make sure you heat up the surface and clean the surface before you do so. So I'm gonna clean the surface, heat it up now, and install this quickly. All All right, so the final piece of the puzzle, we've got the front lip on, we've got the side skirt on, we've got the diffuser on. We're now gonna drop the car down. We're gonna see the fitment on the ASTs and the 15mm spacers. So we're using BIMEC 15mm spacers on the front and the rear. I think that's the fitment that we're gonna go for. The car's then gonna roll out into the front of the shop, into the kind of the wrap bay. We've got some guys coming to do the front headlights, so shout out to Limitless Detailing and Blackstone Motors. They sent the gentleman down, and then we're getting window tints as well to kind of black out the car because we want to go for that stealth look, even though it's a blue car. But anyways, let's get these wheels on and let's get this thing dropped down. I'm pretty impressed. I was surprised what it's going to look like, but it tucks nicely. Pretty much just under a finger gap with the car just off the ramp. The rear, again, about a finger gap on the rear, but once it drops down, we settle in the car. It's only done 80 miles. So let's get this car off the ramp, into the wrap bay. Let's get the windows tinted, the headlights tinted, back on the ramp, finishing touches, and then we'll show you the final image. All right, so final touches of the beast. So we're gonna heat up this panel because we've got a diffuser from MHC that's gonna curl up nicely up here and do that. So I've already installed the other side. It's a pretty meaty process. It's such a big diffuser, but the biggest thing, we lose the tips. So we picked up some of these tips, carbon tips. They're gonna slide in something like that, but we can install them later. So let me show you now what it's like to install this beast. So this is the MHC Performance Style Rear Diffuser. Beautiful bit of kit, and I'm telling you, I think the mold cost to manufacture this was $26,000. Can you imagine $26,000 on making these? So that's why it's such an expensive piece. And if you can imagine, you've got to get cloth on the inside of here. I think the mold is about 10 to 15 pieces out of a hole. So you'll lay up this part in the mold, then you'll put another piece. I'll maybe overlay some photos if Dylan remembers, but I have some photos from the molds. So yes, we must proceed. So we're going like that. I'm gonna pull that back a little bit. I'm gonna add some more heat. Tint off, yeah, what do you guys think of my tint? I don't know where this falls in the video, but I've just had the front window XPEL PPF'd and, or XPEL tinted it's called, and then I've had the headlights. So I'll let you guys get in the comments and let me know what you think. Definitely road legal, so that's the main thing. All right, wow, this is looking active. On the Python level of the Python, we didn't.
Yeah, but sometimes dirty is quite good.
What do we think? Look how bad boy that looks. That looks insane. Looks fat, a little bit too fat. We need our Vossens to turn up. So anyways, I've got so much tire shine on that wheel. It must have been the bottom side. But anyways, let's get on it. So 688, it's now 660. So that's 28mm drop on the rear, which is quite nice. So 660 on the rear. And then on the front, we've got a 640, so that's 40, 50, 60, 70, 38mm drop on the front. Not bad. So yeah, again, as these are development springs, we'll get out, we'll road test it, we'll measure it again, we'll take some photos now of what we see. And the main thing, when we measure the ride height, we always measure from the bottom of the wheel to the bottom of this, so we never have a point that we need to, if we take that off, we'd lose. So we're gonna take some photos of that now. We're gonna start adding the finishing touches. Dylan's gonna go shoot the splitter. This is the performance style kit on the website, but we're gonna bring this car back, put it on the ramp and get that MHC splitter. The own design will release the name once we get the splitter here and install it, and then the car will look insane. We'll weigh out, because at the minute it looks too skinny at the front. We need to widen up the front and then we'll work on the side in the future. But anyways, see you guys in a bit. We finally got the new MHC front lip. So this is what we showed you at the very start of this video. That was in the paint at the MHC booth. This is the part that's gonna make this car absolutely insane. So what I'm doing now is fitting a set of Asex on lip protectors along the bottom, because I can see that Dylan's already scrapped scratched the first splitter that we installed to this car, so I don't want him to do it again. But anyways, that's something like that. We'll do the corners as well, but we've got one corner on the car. Super simple to install. Yeah, that other one, mate, you started, you've already destroyed it. Put it on eBay already. So then we're in the part, it's going to use the same 10 mils like the original bumper uses, as well as that adhesive tape. So we're clean the surface already. Super simple. And then this bad boy. I can't wait to see this car now. That's it taking shape. What we need to do, we've got these this M6 fixing. That's going to turn this 3-piece splitter into a 1-piece splitter. And this is the most important thing, because tomorrow we're going drag racing with our 200-mile-old M5. Literally just bought a £105,000 car, dropped 15 grand on mods at R44. Here it is, the R44 G90 M5. In the carbon black from BMW, and the final touches have been done by myself and the team here at R44 Performance. But let's run you through the spec in a bit more detail now it's finished. So up front we have the MHC SP90 front splitter. I think it looks good. It definitely works more in an aggressive car, but you can definitely style it how you want to style it. But this is how we want to style it. We've done XPEL PPF on the headlights, so a big shout out to Limitless Detailing and Blackstone Motors for coming down and getting that done. Coming down the side, we've got the gloss black wheels, which is the OEM wheels that are diamond cut, being gloss blacked. We then have a 15mm spacer on the front and a 15mm spacer on the rear from Bimek. We then come down the side, we've got the MHC mirror covers, which are just a work of art. Really nice bit of kit. Coming down the side again, performance style side skirts from MHC. Gloss black wheels again with those 15mm spacers. I think the 15s come out really well. Potentially might even do a bit more, but that's something we'll work on in the future. We've got the carbon fiber shark fin on the top. We've got the performance style spoiler, the big, huge diffuser. We've got a little development exhaust on there that we didn't go into a bit too much detail, but it's something that we're just trying to work out some stuff with the OPFs and stuff like that, just so we're ahead of the game. But it's quite cool. We've got that happening on the rear. It looks crazy butch. Of course, R44 stickers, 1,000 brake horsepower more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else. I'm definitely gonna wrap these in black. Oh, what about the ride height, Dylan? The ride height has been lowered by the AST, because without the suspension, this car would have looked hideous. You've got to be so careful when you build a car. You've got to have that suspension and that wheel fitment perfect. So we've got the AST suspension on the front and the rear, full replacement springs, which look great. We've been driving, I think, about 700 miles now. So far, so good. We'll just keep pushing them, feeding back to AST. And if you see the ASTs on our website, that'll be the finished article, which will be cool. I definitely think we could do with some more spacing, but we have ordered some Vossen wheels. So in the next kind of big video, you'll see our new HF1 wheel that'll be put on this car. Guys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this video. A bit of a different style, bit of vlogging, bit of editing from Dylan, bit of filming from Dylan, but mostly my hands have been pretty. I got a few blisters from working on tools so much, getting this done in time, but we've got loads of good content. We filmed so many videos while doing this build. So yeah, keep on the channel. If you need any G90 parts, the availability is just all around at the minute. We've got spaces on the shelf, we've got springs on the shelf from some companies, we've got exhaust systems coming, carbon fiber from MHC. Every week we are getting a delivery, so just get your order in. We'll get it out to you as soon as we can. We do have people that place orders straight away. So yeah, get on. Thank you very much. I'm going to jump in it now and fly home, because I want to get home and eat some food.